Here you got a little type of structure, and you have an asterisk right there. And right on the other side of there is the X that I just showed you. Over there looks like another structure across the river. Wow, it's nice over there. I'm going to head on over there next time, but though I kind of got a late start. I had to do some things, so. Oh, look at that. That branch is completely upside down. It's sitting there for, looks like some hiding, good hiding place. Love the sound of the running water. My kids are funny. They say, "We have one wild and crazy mama." I'm always heading off into the woods. Anyways, I was telling you about the story and last time about a story straight from the horse's mouth. So I was talking to this guy, it's a friend of my friend, and he never liked telling anybody this story, but they're really good friends, so he shared it with me. And they were way up in a compound up in the mountains, way far back in the mountains, really isolated and really secure. No one can go up there without getting shot unless you're invited. So anyways, they were leaving like in the wee hours of the morning, and they were heading to their truck and walking out, and the one guy in back bumped into another guy in front, and he's like, "What the heck? Why'd you stop?" And he looked at him and seen there's a moon they could see from the moonlight. They looked and they seen a huge dog man, and the dog man was coming at him. They carried guns, and they unloaded 2 guns into this dog man, and it didn't stop it. It was still coming at it. They got in the truck, and they tore off out of there. And when they went back, there was like brownish on the ground, like from where there had been blood. And so I don't know, did something just move, or what was that over there? So anyways, he's scared to death to go in the woods. He'll never go in the woods again, he says. But then he was talking to a girl, and they were going to go up Black Hawk and go gambling. And he's like, "Come on, let's go." And she's like, "Oh no, I'm not ever going up there." And he's like, "Why? What's wrong?" And she says, I'm not going to tell you. And he finally got it out of her that they were going down this back road up there, and they came around, the lights come around a corner and flashed right on across the road, and there was a dog man. They didn't call him dog mans, neither one of them. They call him they called them werewolves. Creature with a deer in his mouth. And she said she would never, ever, ever go in the woods again after seeing that. And then he had one other story, and it was still up in the mountains, close to the Black Hawk area. There's this tow truck driver. Look at this structure here. Tell you there's structures all over down here. A tow truck driver, he was called to go pull a car, had 4 flat tires on the car. And he was called to go pull a car out from up there in the mountains. I guess you have to go down off the backside, and there's a really windy, twisty road, and with a drop off on one side and mountain on the other side. Well, you had to go through this gate, and I think there's some kind of weird research area up there. But anyways, he went through the gate that was open, a big wrought iron gate. Look at this, guys. Look what I just found while I'm talking to you. Telling you stories. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I am so thrilled. And so he went through this big wrought iron gate that was open. Holy macaroni. There's even like a air tube in there, like the kind you use for your dryers. And he seen the car, so he pulled down. He was airing up the tires in the car. He couldn't figure out why he had 4 flat tires, but it did. And he was airing up the tires in the car, and he seen there was like a tarp laying on the ground. And there was like, the tarp kept moving, and he could see something, it's like something was underneath it, and it was freaking him out. And he's like, hurry as fast as he could to put air in the tire in the car. So he got all the tires filled up, and then just off beyond the tarp, he seen a huge dog man standing there. And I guess he backed his truck up and threw a chain around that car as quick as he could, and went hauling ass out of there. And when he got to the gates, they were locked. The chain was wrapped around several times, and with his tow truck, he just busted through the gate. And this guy seen his truck, it was all busted up, and yeah, freaked him out completely. So I guess those are some pretty good stories. I asked him if he'd take me up there, and he said no, he won't go up there. So I don't know they don't know what that research area is, or like who would have locked the gate, because he said his truck was there. You couldn't get by his truck because it's like a one-laner. So he don't know what that was all about. But anyways, let's go in here and look at this structure. This is a new one I just found here. Check this out. See? No room for humans in there. Down here in this wooded area, there is there's a golf course, a new built golf course over there. So they probably tore down a whole bunch of woods to build the golf course. And I'll bet all these poor creatures were living. They probably tore down like many structures, I would imagine. That's only about underneath there. It's only like about a foot high. I'll get around to the other side and check it out. Okay, here's the other side. Seeing it. Goes down, there's the river right down there. Some chunk of metal right there. Huh.